I'm getting that you've been activated. Something within you has just been unlocked. It's just been released. It's a new year, new you. This is like the halfway point to, I mean, the goal, right? And it's not to say that you aren't near the finish line. You are. You're very close to the finish line. But you're close to the finish line as far as the first lap goes. This is your second lap around now, and your second lap around is going to be even much better than the first one. Your eye is more discerning. You're more in tune and conscious with your business. You're more in tune and conscious with the decisions that you're making and the steps that you're taking towards progressing your life in a major way, right? Really releasing the old constraints that you allowed to keep you stuck and stagnant in this type of mindset, in this it kind of feels like a confinement, like confining yourself to a certain fate, when your fate and your destiny is something that's more greater than you can even imagine. And with you stepping into your power, it's opened a doorway into something even more, I mean, spectacular, more than you can even imagine. And what I'm really getting is you're being called to surrender to the sweetness, right? Venus energy, pleasure, joy, and make love to life. You're being called to really enjoy the experiences and the opportunities that are presented to you. You're being called to really enjoy the sweet moments that life has to offer you, right? I mean, look, the daily grind is going to be the daily grind, right? However, love for life, that is something that can't be taken for granted. It shouldn't be taken for granted. And after that, we have perspective, right? None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. If you've been narrowing in on a specific kind of situation, or maybe even a specific detail to something within your life, something within your career, with the 10 of grains here, I'm seeing that this can definitely be involving finances, right? As the 10 of grains represent the earth element. And now I'll get you the actual definition of it. The 10 of Grains, this card gives you an overall view of your financial situation. Whether it's favorable or not depends on the surrounding cards. The elements are present, but nothing is decided or achieved yet. Spiritual legacy and heritage. So, with the 10 of Grains and zooming out on your heritage, zooming out on your legacy, and seeing the bigger picture and really stepping into loving what life has to offer you, you may have felt as if a certain position or a certain pathway was for you, right? But I feel as if you're being asked to really just take a step back and really see the bigger picture, right? Your life has layers to it. We're going to have so many pathways we can go down. We're going to have so many different, I mean, career changes. We're going to have home changes. We're going to have relationship changes. Life is going to keep life in the way life does. And with the energy and the power that you have, I feel like you've stepped into a place where you're starting to now see that you don't have to put yourself in that box. You actually have unlimited potential and unlimited connections. And the more you go out there and the more you network and the more you meet people who have these similar sparks and interests as you and skill sets along with connections, the more you meet those people, the more you'll be more connected to more people like that. You'll be entering rooms that you never thought you could enter. Like, let's say it was 3 years ago, you didn't think you could enter the room filled with millionaires. You're going to end up walking into rooms with millionaires and you're going to be like, how did I even get here? And you got here because you did the work. You got here because you believed in yourself. You got here because within those moments of, I mean, downfalls, it could be lack, it could be heartbreak, it could be betrayal, it could be whatever, some hard moments that you've gone through, hard lessons, you still manage to find the sweetness in life you still manage to find the sweetness in loving yourself and the sweetness in joy overall. So behind the Ten of Grains, we have the card Mint. What's that? 5, 6, 7, 8. The number 8 can be significant. 222, as I say this, right? Um, 8 can be very significant, and that's an abundant number. That number symbolizes abundance overall. I will give you the definition of what mint means. So, mint in its own language tells you always think of consequences before getting involved. Balance of forces, consequences, cause, and justice. Something is being balanced out, especially within your financial situation. I feel like not only that, actually, I even see Venus energy. This is your love, this is your pleasures, this is your luxuries. Yeah, something major is balancing out in your finances. And 515, as I say this, and you're gonna start seeing a lot of changes in your life. And remember when I said you have like this power, you've been standing in this power. So I love to bring it back to the chakras. The solar plexus chakra is a powerful chakra because of, the yellow force behind it is telling you, I can do that. I can achieve my goals. I can make a difference in this world. I can change my life. I can change the situation that I'm in. And Ten of Grains has nothing but yellow in it, yellow and orange and brown, right? But also mint. You see how mint has the yellow at the top? It's kind of like your crown chakra is mixing in with your solar plexus chakra, but now like you're feeling the power throughout your body. Please go watch my previous video about Saturn and Aries. That may be a message for you there, regarding the shift that we're having, right? Queen of Branches was right after this. This is a helpful woman that can sometimes be a pest, but either way, she is beneficial. She will come in and give you some really good advice. So if you are up with the rose right behind it, yeah, she can show you the way, but she can't bring you to the water, but she will point you in a direction that you're needing to go in, right? This is a helpful person coming in. Valley of Branches right after that. That's a message coming in. Quick communication. Okay, guys, let's see what else do we have to know about this energy, because honestly, when I tapped into it, and it's like really late, it's 2:25 a.m., right? And I was like scrolling through my phone. I was like going through LinkedIn. I'm like, all right, let me just apply to different jobs. I'm looking for remote work right now, remote contract, freelancing work, right, as a bookkeeper, because I have my business, which is, my sound healing and my spiritual guidance, and I am open to constellations, by the way, and accepting more clients right now. But even though I have my creative endeavors, I still want a solid foundation built for my financial career, because health is wealth, but financial health is also wealth. So like that is a major part in the direction that I'm going in, and I already got the experience. Enough about that though. Like I feel like I've been talking about like what I could offer, but I feel like maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's even the message, right? The message is to let the world know what you have to offer, right? And show it. Show it and show out. So if you have your own business, this could be a call for you to really step into that business and say, I have this to offer. I don't know about anybody else, right? I can't promise you what anybody else is going to do. 818 as I say that. But I could promise you what I'm going to do. I know what I can provide you. I know that you can get this from me. And I know that I can give this to you, what you're seeking. With Earth School, which is life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning, and cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life, this is telling me that everything that you thought you knew about yourself, you're learning that there's even more to you than you thought there was. There's more power, there's more fight, there's more bite, there's more bark. You hear me? Okay, so with that, I'm going to split the Tarot of Helen, and we're going to get our final card. So let's see, what should we know about this moving forward? What are you trying to tell us? What else is being balanced out? Valet of Leaves. Ooh. 9:19 on the clock. But the Valet of Leaves, he warns you against a cunning person who may be interested in your property or your ideas. Beware of spies. So when you're elevating, when you're growing your business, there are going to be people who are going to want to come in and try and take your ideas, but you are the key. You hold the power, honestly. With the Queen of Grains, that's telling me how abundant you are overall. The Queen of Grains is an abundant energy. This is someone who will help you with your financial health. So just know with this is the protector card. This is the angel card. This is actually the archangel card, Angelica, number 4, right? This card tells us that we're divinely protected, divinely guided. It says, I encourage you, I strengthen your soul and your spirit. Protector, fatherly love, the male. This is the flower of the archangel. Archangels are celestial beings playing an important role in the balance of natural forces. The archangel of this plant is the dragon killer who is also harness the earth's power. The Angelica channels, guides, and protects. So you are divinely protected. You are divinely guided, and you're encouraged to keep moving forward. That is all I have for y'all. I hope this helps.